Right now, every business owner and marketing director is staring at their search traffic, wondering if everything they know about getting found online is suddenly obsolete. Your feed is packed with self-proclaimed experts pushing a whole new alphabet soup: GEO, AEO, AIO, and LLMO. You are probably asking yourself if you need to tear up your entire marketing playbook, fire your current team, and hire a specialized AI optimization agency just to keep your doors open. We need to figure out if these terms represent a completely new set of scientific rules for search, or if this is just clever marketing designed to sell expensive new agency retainers. It feels like an unstoppable wave of digital code is crushing the traditional search methods we always trusted. To actually survive this transition, we have to look past the panic and separate the real algorithmic changes from the agency sales pitchers. Look closely at the data and talk to the veterans running large-scale campaigns. They agree that GEO, AEO, and AIO are 95% identical to high-quality SEO. The underlying mechanics haven't changed. Large language models and AI bots still have to discover, crawl, and index the web using the exact same principles that traditional Google bots have used for decades. This diagram illustrates what we call the 95-5 rule. While the vast majority of the work is traditional SEO, if you ignore that tiny, glowing 5% of AI-specific nuance in the center, your brand will become completely invisible to modern search engines. Evolving for the future means packaging your data so it is as legible for an AI bot as it is for a traditional search engine. That brings us to the first major nuance: how machines decide if your brand is actually an authority. The old Google playbook relied heavily on hyperlinked backlinks. You essentially manufactured clickable links from other websites to artificially build your page rank. Modern AI search prioritizes authentic digital PR. It looks for unlinked brand mentions on community platforms like Reddit, industry forums, and organic user discussions. This comparison shows how it works. The left needs a direct link. The right ties your brand to specific solutions based on semantic relevance without a hyperlink. Consequently, you can no longer track these mentions using traditional metrics like direct traffic. To understand your actual visibility in AI platforms, you have to measure your share of voice. You track how often and in what context your brand is cited across the entire web. Authority isn't just who links to you. It relies entirely on who is talking about you and the actual sentiment behind those conversations. The second major nuance is what people are calling Answer Engine Optimization, or AEO. This dictates exactly how your information must be physically formatted so an LLM can parse it. We used to pad web pages with long, winding introductions just to hit an arbitrary word count and artificially inflate a user's dwell time. AI engines penalize that fluff. They demand direct, concise answers to specific questions, placed at the absolute top of your document. You also need to implement schema markup. This structured data acts as a direct translation layer, turning messy paragraphs into clear question and answer tags. This strict formatting is the exact fuel that feeds ChatGPT responses and earns you a spot in Google's AI overviews. But simply formatting well isn't enough. Your content has to deliver genuine information gain, meaning you provide net new facts, original research, and real expertise, not just a summarized copy of what everyone else published. Formatting for AI means you have to prioritize immediate, factual clarity for the machine over those bloated engagement tactics designed for legacy algorithms. This brings us to the biggest fear plaguing marketing teams right now: the steady decline of top-of-funnel organic website traffic. The data shows that roughly 60% of queries are now zero-click searches. The AI tool answers the user's question directly, eliminating the need to click through to websites. Users get an instant answer right on their screen, easily solve their immediate problem, and then move on. The hidden advantage here is the quality of the remaining visitors. The users who click through an AI summary have already performed their research. They are pre-vetted, highly educated on your solution, and ready to buy. This chart tracks the shift toward high-intent visitors. While the blue line for total traffic dips, the green line for conversion rate climbs. You capture buyers who made their decision before clicking your link, allowing your revenue to outpace the loss in raw traffic. You have to stop panicking over the raw volume of lost clicks and start optimizing your campaigns heavily for bottom-line revenue. The primary takeaway here is to stop stressing over mastering GEO, AEO, and AIO as if they are entirely separate sciences. While the search engines have evolved, the robots still crave the exact same tenets of elite SEO. They want information that is authoritative, they want it technically accessible and highly structured. Teams that are obsessed with ranking #1 for a single keyword, while ignoring actual user intent and machine readability, are running a playbook that expired 3 years ago. If you are building deep comparison content, fixing your technical rendering roadblocks, and earning real brand trust in your industry, you are already executing a successful generative engine optimization strategy. The objective is no longer winning a temporary ranking game. Your focus must be on building a highly cited digital entity that no language model can ignore. This exposes the major flaw in the traditional marketing agency model. Most agencies rely on sending you monthly reports filled with outdated vanity metrics, like raw impressions and generic clicks. This dashboard comparison shows the difference. On the right, you see Pixel Logic IT's core philosophy in action, ignoring the acronym hype and focusing exclusively on moving your bottom line with green, upward trending leads and revenue. They execute this by integrating advanced SEO, technical web development, and targeted content creation into one synchronized system, designed specifically to drive qualified leads. Pixel Logic IT maintains a 98% client retention rate because tying your marketing investments directly to actual business growth is the only model that is sustainable. Stop paying for empty clicks and start building predictable revenue. Visit pixellogicit.com today to claim your free data-driven audit of your digital presence.